Ask retirees what they regret most after 65, and many people expect the answer to be money. Not saving enough, claiming Social Security too early, making poor investments, ignoring inflation, carrying debt into retirement. But surprisingly, that's not what many retirees talk about. In fact, one decision appears again and again. And the strange part is that most people don't realize they're making this decision until it's too late. Because the greatest regret after 65 often isn't financial. It's waiting. Waiting to travel. Waiting to spend time with family and friends. Waiting to pursue dreams. Waiting to enjoy life. Waiting for the perfect moment. And eventually discovering that health, energy, and opportunities don't always wait with you. Today, we're exploring the decision many retirees regret most after 65, why it happens, and what practical lessons can help retirees avoid looking backward with regret. Most retirement planning focuses on money, income, investments, taxes, healthcare, insurance, inflation, and those things matter. But retirement isn't only a financial transition, it's a life transition. Because suddenly, something changes. Time becomes more valuable. Health becomes more valuable. Relationships become more valuable. And many retirees discover that retirement success isn't just measured by a paid-off mortgage or large account balances. It's measured by experiences, memories, freedom, purpose. And unfortunately, some opportunities become harder to enjoy later, which creates one of retirement's biggest regrets, not using the years when health and energy were greatest. Many people spend decades saying the same thing. Someday we'll travel. Someday we'll take that cruise. Someday we'll visit the grandkids more often. Someday we'll pursue our hobbies and dreams. Someday we'll get to our bucket list. But retirement teaches an important lesson. Someday isn't guaranteed. And the healthiest years of retirement are often earlier than people expect. The irony is that many retirees spend decades preparing financially for retirement, only to postpone actually enjoying retirement. And later they discover that time itself was the most valuable asset they had. Because money can compound, but time doesn't. One lesson many retirees learn after 65 is that health isn't static. Energy changes, mobility changes, recovery changes, travel becomes harder. Long flights become less appealing. Certain activities like hiking up a mountain becomes more difficult. And that's why many retirees say, "I wish we had done more when we were younger." Not because life becomes bad, but because opportunities change. The reality is that retirement has seasons. The early years often provide more health and flexibility. And those years are incredibly valuable. Because experiences delayed too long sometimes become experiences that never happen. If you find value in this content, please like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Another regret many retirees share is spending so much time helping everyone else that they forget to enjoy their own retirement. Helping children, helping grandchildren, supporting family and close friends, providing financial assistance. And while generosity is admirable, some retirees discover they spent decades sacrificing and then continued sacrificing during retirement. Until one day, they realize they never prioritized themselves. Retirement isn't selfish. Enjoying life isn't selfish. Creating memories isn't selfish. Because eventually everyone reaches a point where health and time become limited. And many retirees wish they had given themselves permission to enjoy life earlier. Some retirees spend too much time waiting for certainty, waiting for the market, waiting for inflation to improve, waiting for interest rates to change, waiting for the perfect time. But life rarely offers perfect conditions, and one of the biggest lessons retirement teaches is that uncertainty never disappears. Markets change, healthcare changes, life changes, which means waiting forever can quietly become a decision itself. And years later, many retirees realize they weren't protecting life, they were postponing life. And those are two very different things. Perhaps one of the most emotional lessons retirement teaches has nothing to do with money. Over time, many retirees begin noticing something else. Friends become ill, some lose spouses, others lose lifelong friends, and suddenly retirement becomes more than numbers on a spreadsheet and an account balances. It becomes a reminder that time is precious and valuable. Many retirees talk about the wake-up call they experienced after attending funerals, visiting loved ones in the hospital, losing friends, or watching health change unexpectedly. And that's often when priorities begin shifting, because retirement stops being about maximizing every dollar and starts becoming about maximizing experiences. That's why so many retirees say, "I wish we had traveled sooner. I wish we had spent more meaningful time with family and friends. I wish we had worried less. I wish we exercised more. I wish we was more conscious about our health." Not because life is ending, but because life becomes more valuable when we realize time itself is limited. And perhaps that's the greatest lesson retirement teaches. Money matters, but memories matter too. Because no one reaches 85 wishing they had spent more time watching account balances and the stock market rise. But many wish they had spent more time living. According to a 2024 psychology study, hospice and care nurses working in American hospice facilities stated most billionaires and ultra-wealthy individuals on their final days regretted the most was not having more time. They realized financial capital and prestige could not buy them more time to live. The decision many retirees regret most after 65 isn't necessarily a financial mistake. It's waiting too long to use the health, time, energy, and freedom they worked so hard to achieve. The good news? If you're watching this today, there's still time to make different decisions. Review your priorities, create experiences, take care of your health, and don't forget your yearly checkups. Stay connected to family and close friends, and stop waiting for perfect conditions. Because retirement isn't about squeezing every penny forever. It's about creating a life you'll be grateful you lived. Because the goal isn't simply to retire. The goal is to truly enjoy the years you've spent your entire life earning. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to The Wealth Perspective for weekly videos on retirement planning, healthcare, Social Security, investing, and the lessons that help retirees live with greater confidence and fewer regrets. I really appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.